Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
Right.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we are at the Bombed Out Church Garden Bar.
Yep. We're doing another video for the Southport Reporter.
Yep.
So we've been invited here to write an article about the place for the local paper, which I don't know what order we'll be doing things in when the video will be uploaded, but if the video is uploaded first, I'll update the description. So if the article's live, it will be in the description below. Southport Reporter publishes weekly,
Okay.
so if it's not ready for this Saturday but the video is going up next week, then it'll be the week after that the article's there, but we'll make sure that when it's live it's in the description there.
Yep.
So we've got beers. I'll show you a screen recording.
Yeah, I've already done a screen recording, and then we can throw some voice over it, or we might be able to put little snippets in here and there.
We'll see. We'll either sort of play it while we're talking, or we'll sort of cut it in and have a voice over it.
Yeah, or maybe even have it at the end once we've tried the food. Might work.
So the way it works, you scan a QR code that's on the table, and that QR code is tied
Just
to
in
the
your
table
camera
in the camera app on your phone. Then you can order in there and pay on PayPal.
Yeah.
So
this is our first course, maybe, as you will. We've got two pizzas, which are probably on their way soon.
Yeah.
We've got a beer each. We got a dip, so I've got a barbecue dip.
got a garlic aioli.
And we've got a garlic bread with cheese as well.
Oh, that looks good.
That does look really good.
Yeah. Well, it's worth mentioning, I'm really happy. This is like the first time I've had a drink.
Do you want to grab some?
Do you want to grab that half and we'll just pull it apart?
Perfect.
There we go. So
This looks really good, really buttery, really garlicky. We've got garlic bread with cheese, didn't we? So
yeah,
quite cheesy as well.
It smells really garlicky.
It does.
The pizza's provided by Turncoat.
Yes.
It says on the website, on the Bombed Out Church Garden Bar website, Turncoat Pizza, but we looked it up and it seems like Turncoat Distillery Bar have a pizza oven or a pizza aspect to their bar, and that's who's here. I will be taking photos for the article, so I'll take photos of the actual bar and the pizza bar. And obviously you can see St. Luke's Bombed Out Church in the background there, but I'll take a few photos and put them in the video rather than picking up and walking around with the video camera.
Yeah.
So, how is it?
First impressions, it's really good. Like nice and cheesy. It's really, like I say, it's really buttery, quite garlicky. It's a really nice fresh garlic bread with cheese. I mean, it should be fresh because it's, as your picture will show, they've got a full-on pizza oven.
Wood fire pizza oven.
Yeah. Oh, our pizza's on the way, so we will be back in a sec. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. I didn't want to embarrass the poor girl being on a video, but no. What do you think?
It's incredible. It's the texture of it's just about perfect. I think it's chewy. It's a bit on the salty side. I don't know if that's because of the dip I've just had with it. Well, the dough is a bit on the salty side, but I'd rather it be a bit too salty than a bit too bland.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a personal preference. Also, it's a bar. You're going to come here expecting to have a few drinks. They do have soft drinks. We'll show you in the screen recording.
Yep.
Especially while I'm having a couple of drinks with my mates and stuff, I don't mind it being a bit salty.
No. I think overall, it's a great, like we said, it's an incredible garlic bread with cheese. I don't think you'd be disappointed. It is on the screen recording, but off the top of your head, I can't remember. Do you see how much this was?
Garlic bread was a £5. I think it might have cost more with cheese.
Okay. We will correct ourselves.
Yeah, you can click on anything on the menu and type in comments, and you've got the option to make anything vegan, which is good.
Well, most things.
Yeah.
Don't think you can make these vegan.
No.
Which we've got. So we got, yeah. So, should we move this to one side? That's all right. So we both got the same pizza, just like we got the same beer.
Yeah.
It was unintentional. It was just what we liked the look of most.
Yeah, there was one pizza that stood out above the others as being particularly meaty.
Yes, it was called the Meat, Heat and Sweet.
So it's got pepperoni, and chili
Yep.
and
Spicy sausage
honey.
and honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's a thicker
Oh,
crust.
should we show that to the camera?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good idea. Yeah. But, so
This
yeah,
is
it looks good.
This is arguably, according to the manager, this is arguably the best. Dan, he's been the most accommodating.
Yeah.
It's the best pizza, and the waitress then said that it is a staff favourite.
Yeah.
So
I think this was £8 on the menu.
yes, so it's actually not too bad for a restaurant kind of bar pizza.
No, it's about what you'd expect. It doesn't seem like it's coming at much of a premium.
No,
Well, I will say this crust is much thicker than I expected. A lot of the time you get sort of wood-fire pizza, it tends to be quite a thin crust. This is quite thick, but that's good. So when it's a really thin one, I find myself wanting 2 of them. You know what I mean?
wow, I've just demolished that first piece.
I've just realised. Not been taking photos. Wanted photos of the food for the article.
Whoops. You can do that. Looks okay.
That looks okay. Macro focus on this.
Well, while Sean's busying himself,
Yeah, you go ahead.
there's so much flavour and so many different flavours on that pizza. It is meaty. It is not overly spicy, but it's, you know, it has got a kick to it, and it is really sweet as well. That honey really comes through at the end. It's really good.
I'll just be a second. I'd rather take too many photos than not enough.
And I've dropped food down myself. Customary. That spicy sausage is absolutely lovely.
We're having a bit of pizza. We're outside. We're having beers. John's dropping food down himself. I'm pretty much prepared to say things are back to normal. we are using the ultra wide lens to film today, so it's going to look a bit weird, but we're sort of
Because we're quite close.
social distanced. This is our first actual video together in the same frame.
Since March.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We've done a couple in the car, but yeah, this is our first. What do you think of the pizza?
It's really nice. I just want to say quickly, I might not seem it, but I am very, very happy and excited to be here.
Yeah, Sean gets a lot of stick for not being overly enthusiastic, but as we've shown in the past, I can be quite enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Enough for both of us.
It's not that I'm not enthusiastic, it's just I'm not expressive. I am enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Everything's brilliant. Thank
Brilliant,
you very
thanks a
much.
lot, mate.
Cheers. That was Dan, the manager. Good bloke.
Absolutely, like I said, they really accommodate him, and just got us the drinks, got us the food. So as you walk in, we've walked down what's it Hardman Street. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you don't know, it's at the bombed out church. St Luke's bombed out church is at the bottom of Hardman Street. The entrance is actually on Hardman Street, right down near the bottom.
Yeah.
Walked in, there's like a nice one-way system.
Yeah.
We were greeted by security and Dan, the manager, and hostess on the like a kind of like bar kind of looking table at the front. So and they welcomed us. They were expecting us, which was nice. We showed to our table and then explained to first we had to do NHS track and trace, which again was you open your camera app, you scan a QR code, you fill in your details. So if anyone if anyone here today at the same time as us ends up having any kind of virus or illness afterwards, they can contact you and make sure you then self-isolate yourself, which is nice to see. We got shown to our table, and when you see the video, we will show you the piece of paper with the QR codes, and you will see the screen. You will see the screen recording.
The pizza's incredible. It's I'm finding it more sweet than spicy, but it's definitely spicy.
I think wait till you get to some of the. You've got slightly bigger sausage than I have, but
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like the garlic bread, the dough's perfect. I'm noticing the saltiness less. I think it is as salty, but I'm noticing less because of the sweetness and the spiciness and everything else. But other than that, I can hardly really fault it. I might like to see the cheese spread a bit more evenly over it. You can see like this piece here, for instance. The first piece I had, the toppings fell off quite easily. But I think the reason that's happened is because, you know, when it's baking and the dough's risen up, obviously it's melted cheese, it's all just slid into the middle. So I think that's unavoidable.
It is nice though
to a
as well to
certain
have
extent.
pizzas which are not, you know, when you order a pizza from like Domino's or Papa John's, everything's so well curated and sometimes and
Homogenised.
yeah, and that's not obviously a bad thing, but you know, sometimes you think, oh, it's almost just like robots are making it just for quick produce. You know, Domino's isn't the cheapest either. But this, you know, people have put it together properly and it's cooked in a proper wood-fired oven, not just thrown on a conveyor belt under a grill. So it's nice. It's a bit different. What's the
I was just going to talk about that and ask you about the barbecue, but this I don't think I've ever actually had aioli before, but my understanding is that it's basically a vegan mayonnaise. I think it does have, like the aioli itself seems to have less flavour than mayonnaise, but you know, it tastes of lemon and garlic. It's a lemon and garlic aioli. It's really nice.
I've really enjoyed aioli every time I've had it. Mine, I've got barbecue sauce. It's a pretty standard barbecue sauce. You know, I don't think it's homemade. I think it will be bought in, but it's nice. It's sweet, a little bit tangy. It's like I said, it's just quite a usual barbecue sauce that you come across. But
This is very smooth and creamy.
yeah,
Like whatever else, like I'd maybe like a bit more flavour in it, but you know, it's garlic. If you dip in some, you don't want it tasting too much of garlic.
yeah.
So
And even if you added garlic to just a normal mayonnaise, the garlic is going to be that overpowering.
Yeah.
A normal mayonnaise will taste bland anyway. But yeah, should we speak about the beer quickly?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we as we said, we both got the same beer. We got a Budvar Dark. You can cut this out or leave it in, by the way. But yeah, we got a Budvar Dark. Sean, you might have some information.
yeah, I think Budvar's a Czech brewery. I think I'll cut this out if it's wrong.
Yeah,
I think
of course.
they're like the brewery that originally made like the original Budweiser before they become just a mass-produced lager, but like the Budvar's still at the original brewery location in the Czech Republic, I think. But they still make a lot of lager and pilsner, but this one's the dark one. If you're like me and you're into dark beer, it is the only dark beer on the menu unless you count a can of Guinness for £3.60. This pint would ordinarily be £4.50. So the drinks are a bit on the dear side, but it's a nice enough atmosphere.
When you see the photos, and luckily we've come on such a lovely day.
Yeah.
I don't know how well this place will do if it's raining. I do genuinely just think it's like a nice kind of. I don't want to say beer garden because that'll devalue it.
Yeah.
It's the grounds are lovely. If you've never been to St Luke's, we'll show you in the pictures, and we are lucky that it is. It's not like the warmest day, but it's sun's coming out now. But yeah, it's a lovely setting. It's somewhere I'd happily bring my girlfriend for a good few drinks during the day.
Yeah.
For some pizza.
For me especially, because I can just walk down.
Exactly.
It's within
Yeah,
walking
I'd have to get
distance.
the train into Liverpool, but you or a couple of friends, just if you're going out having a few drinks with your friends on a really nice day, it's a great place to come.
Yeah.
And if anything, because you do live in a city, there isn't that many places that are like this.
No.
So to have something like this, really quite close to Lime Street Station as well,
Yeah.
it's great.
I think you mentioned you didn't want to devalue it by calling it a beer garden, but I think a beer garden would be the closest comparable thing. They do say they're set up for all weather with these parasols, but
If this was raining, like rain in Liverpool is quite famously, very wet.
Yeah, looking at the size of me on this bench and the size of this parasol, I'd be getting wet if it was raining. Especially if there was the slightest bit of wind just blowing it in.
Just blowing it, yeah, exactly.
So, they also say these benches will sit 6 people, and you're not allowed to have a table made up of more than 2 different households. But I mean, that's just common sense anyway.
Yeah.
So,
but no, I think overall, as I said, this is a great place. Wish it the best of luck because I would really love to come here again.
Likewise, I think I will be coming here again.
Like I say, the fact that it's within walking distance, you can bring you and your girlfriend, even if it's just you two, go for a nice walk and a few drinks in Liverpool. Great.
Or even just one drink in here and then walk home. You know, 2 pizzas. If we don't get the most expensive pizzas, 2 pizzas and 2 halves is going to be less than 20 quid.
Yeah, that's it. Well, even on the whole, this whole meal, it was 8 quid each for the pizza. Was it 4 quid each for the drinks?
£4.50 for the drinks.
It was 9.
£5 for the garlic bread. And £1.50 each for the dips. I do think £1.50 each for the dips. We've got this little cardboard carton that was half filled. I think that is a bit tight. But I think that's the only or the most negative thing I've got to say about it is the dips are expensive.
100%, yeah. And it wouldn't be you on a video if something wasn't a bit too expensive. So, but yeah, I think we'll end it there. We'll finish these quite happily, and Sean will take some pictures, and may even treat ourselves to another drink before we leave.
Maybe.
Seeing as how everything else, But yeah.
Hopefully the audio's been okay.
Yeah.
So we're just recording in ambient noise. We're trying not to distract anybody by recording.
We don't want to draw everyone's gaze and interrupt people and make people wonder what we're doing. It's quite precarious sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope we've done our best for you. But on that note, I think it will end. So yeah, thanks very much. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.